The year is 2013. Assassin's Creed, a successful and beloved gaming franchise, has been getting a bit tired. Some increasingly semi-annual releases, topped off with Assassin's Creed 3, a game which took a franchise known for parkouring around majestic European architecture and set it in a muddy field. The series needed a shake-up. And in 2013, Ubisoft delivered. Yeah, I know, it's weird. They released Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, an edgy, belligerent, pirate-themed adventure that remains most people, including my own, favorite game in the series. It was a massive success both critically and commercially. So how did Ubisoft follow this up? Did they learn their lesson that people want fresh, exciting, creative ideas in this series with unlimited potential? Did they finally give us the ninja Assassin's Creed game we'd all been begging for years? Did they bollocks? This is Ubisoft we're talking about. They went right back to the status quo with Assassin's Creed Unity, a game that not only proved Black Flag was a complete fluke creatively, it was also completely broken. I played it on Xbox One and it didn't run very well, but I remember watching Total Biscuit's video on the game, God rest his soul, and on PC, it was like actually unplayable.
Bloody Ubisoft! Christ. So I would have loved to have brought you WTF's Assassin's Creed Unity, but what a saga it's been over the last couple of days that's brought me to the conclusion that right now it's goddamn impossible to do so. Why? Because on PC this thing is a mess.
So with this disaster fresh in people's mind, by the time 2015 rolled around and Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out, nobody cared. Everybody was pretty much done with the series by that point. This game did not sell well at all. And that is a shame because Assassin's Creed Syndicate actually kinda slaps. Before I even get into the meat of this, I just want to say how cool this game looks. Even a decade later, it looks fantastic. It takes place in 1868, which makes it the most modern Assassin's Creed, in London, and they absolutely nail the Victorian England vibe. That dichotomy of being disgusting, filthy, grimy when you're down on the streets, but then having all this grand architecture, it's really cool. Top hats, trench coats, horses and carriages, blimey, tea time. There's Peaky Blinders-esque gangs who run the streets. You actually get to control one. Yes, you actually get to start street gang fights. Pretty cool. Of course, being an Assassin's Creed game, there's also your Scooby-Doo gang of helpful historical figures to help you out on your journey. In this game, notable ones include Alexander Graham Bell, the Charleses, Dickens, and Darwin, Queen Victoria, and, is that Karl Marx? Regardless of what you think of Karl Marx's political ideologies, the one thing we can all agree on is that he looks like Santa Claus who got struck by lightning. How did this video game manage to make him look more normal? He just looks like an old guy. Anyway, Karl Marx, politics, schmolitics, I'm here to stab people. And who is your chief stabber this time around? Aha! Joke's on you. You play as not one, but two chief stabbers this time around. Twin stabbers, actually. Jacob and Evie Fry.
All went according to plan,
There was a slight complication.
How slight?
The lab exploded.
Jacob.
You derailed a train.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Well, the train derailed and I happened to be on it. I killed my target.
Brewster is also no more.
Then all in all a successful mission in spite of you two.
And the Fry twins are easily one of my favorite parts of this game. They are definitely the most underrated Assassin's Creed protagonists. I don't think they're as good as Edward or Ezio, but they're really cool. They have kind of the odd couple dynamic where Jacob is the rambunctious rebel and Evie is the serious rule-following one, but it's together that they actually really shine. The writers in this game actually really nailed the sibling dynamic.
That's it, Evie. we can rally them to our side.
Oh, like the way that you rallied those card players at the Oakbrook Tavern into the river.
Oh, that was different. They beat me at whist. I can see it now. We'll call ourselves the Rooks.
You were never good at chess either.
These two are just constantly bickering with each other, cracking jokes at each other's expense, challenging each other to races and little competitions. It's really fun, and it's actually very well done. Evie in particular also gets some really good character development in the Jack the Ripper DLC. I'll mention that here actually. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it. The Jack the Ripper DLC, it's really good. It's also best if you go in blind. Just know, for reasons, Jacob is unavailable. You play entirely as Evie pretty much, and you're trying to find him. It's also a lot darker than the main campaign because what's about a serial killer would be kind of messed up if they were cracking a lot of jokes about that. So just go in with the expectation that it's a bit darker, and it's really good. I think you'll enjoy it. The main game, however, has Evie and Jacob, after a mission gone kinda right, kinda wrong, it's a bit complicated, they decide to disobey their master and head off to London. They get there and the place has been entirely taken over by Templars. They have infiltrated every level of society. I should explain, if somehow you've never played an Assassin's Creed game, basically the kind of through line of all the games is that the Assassin Order and the Knights Templar, yes, those Knights Templar, have been secretly fighting this clandestine war for like millennia over ancient magical relics. And it'd be bad if the Templars got these relics because of reasons. Go stab people. So, let's talk about gameplay. This was the last main Assassin's Creed game before the franchise got sucked into the Dark Souls singularity. That is to say, it's about stealth, avoiding combat, and you don't have a stamina bar, and getting your muddy brute prints all over classic European architecture. I gotta say, after replaying this game for this video, I really miss these old Assassin's Creed games. They were a lot of fun. I know they got tired releasing the same exact formula, just in a different location year after year after year. But since it's been such a long time, the burnout is like gone from my body, and I really enjoyed this game. On the surface, these are like the very generic Ubisoft stealth action, play it your way, open world affair. However, not really, because these are stealth games. You are not meant to fight dudes in open combat most of the time. This was not a play it your way thing. You had to play stealthy. And I like that. I like, you're the developer, tell me what to do. The combat is pretty clunky. You basically mash the attack button and occasionally counter until the bad guy falls over. And it is not good if you get surrounded by a whole bunch of enemies. You're probably gonna get clapped. That's why you have all of these tools like smoke bombs, grappling hooks, more on that in a minute, distractions, and even the ability to call in a whole crowd of rowdy hooligans. This being said, ideally, you won't even get into open combat. You'll take the proper assassin approach. Get in without being seen, got your target, and then get out without being seen. Or you'll do like me, where you just throw stealth to the wind as soon as you actually see your target, and then you'll run out with like a whole conga line of enemies behind you. Parkour! One of the main differences between this game and your other generic Ubisoft-style open-world stealth nonsense is parkour. These games are built with verticality in mind. Houses, buildings, towers, Big Ben, all kinds of this classic European architecture that you can freely climb all over. It adds an element of verticality to the stealth gameplay, allowing you many different routes to sneak around, find your target, stab them, stab them real good. I like stabbing people. What were we talking about? Right, the video game. Parkour is cool. And on the note of parkour, as I mentioned a minute ago, this game gives you a grappling hook. Now, some people didn't like the grappling hook. And okay, on one hand, the grappling hook trivializes some of the parkour. It makes escaping combat very easy. It makes the game as a whole rather easy a lot of the time. On the other hand, what else? The train. The train. You get a train in this game. Actually, I'm too excited. The train kind of sucks. As soon as I saw I was getting a train, I was unbelievably excited. Look, trains are cool, okay? However, it functions just as sort of a mission hub that moves slowly around the map in a circle. You just fast travel in, pick up a mission or two, fast travel out. Can you imagine, like, cowboy Assassin's Creed 1886, and you're like a cowboy in the old west, and you have like a train, and you get to go around all the town, like Black Flag, but with a train instead of a boat? How cool that would be. This wasn't part of the script. I am just fantasizing about this now. Ubisoft, please make it happen. I will buy 5 copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows if you make this game. They're not going to make the game, are they? That's pretty much it, though. I just wanted to talk about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Since Shadows is coming out soon, I thought I would revisit a pretty cool game from the series past. It's been like a decade since this game came out, which is crazy. I feel so old, but oh well. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's actually gotten me kind of excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is probably a mistake. Okay, I know. I'll be disappointed. The game will probably suck, but I want that. I want it to be good. I really want it to be good, you know? And if there's one thing I'm good at, it is setting myself up for disappointment. Anyway, my name is Kamikaze. If you've played Assassin's Creed Syndicate, let me know in the comment section, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it, and I will make more soon. Probably I will make one on Assassin's Creed Shadows, if that game ever actually comes out, because I think it's gotten delayed yet again. So, I don't know at this point. But either way, more videos from me soon. Goodbye.